You watch from your hiding place as a man maneuvers through the sea of bodies and broken glass. From the museum's previous security guards, he pauses from time to time searching. Darling, darling, I know you're here, sweetheart. I can feel you. Please come out. I'm not angry at you. I know they've been twisting you up, messing with your mind while I've been away, trying to teach you that your time with me wasn't healthy? That we didn't really love each other? Baby, where are you? It's only been 3 years since they made you stop visiting me in prison. I know they did. Baby, I know. I promise you, I'm not angry with you. I broke out of prison just to come see you on your big opening night, baby. Look, I even went home and got my favorite tie. I'm sorry it took me so long to break out. I wanted to wait for the right time, but when the guards mentioned your show was tonight, well, I couldn't help myself. You look so damn beautiful giving your speech, baby. I've really missed listening to you talk about your work. Every single guard that I heard mocking me for not being able to touch you, well, I think tearing their tongues out and skinning them alive was already overkill. But then, making a painting with them did little to help, no doubt. But that is what you fell in love with, my crazy, crazy self. You remember when we first met? Well, officially met. I'd been looking for inspiration in my life. I had been doing my performance pieces for some time then. The barista that was rude to you. The taxi driver that tried to rip you off. Oh, but your landlord, she fleeced you for all you were worth. So I made her into a weather mobile sort of look. You'd always look so ill seeing my art, but this time you were intrigued. I was watching from the shadows, like always, and I saw, no, I know I saw that spark ignite in your eyes. Watching her body swing about, I knew it so well that I swear my body pulled me forward before I could even realize it, until my front was flush with your back. You shivered when I put one hand on your hip, remember? You outright shook when I whispered in your ear to ask, "Do you like it?" You turned your head to look at me a little, and you whispered, "Are you him? Are you the killer that the tabloids have been talking about? Are you the psychopath? The man that makes art of his victims, the nevermore killer?" And I was so proud. Like God themselves was asking for my autograph. That's why you started calling me Raven. Remember, baby, you gave me my first name. You know, the police must have been quite convincing to make you so afraid of me, sweetie. When was I ever mean to you? Did I ever yell or raise my voice? Did I ever threaten you? Well, I guess I did say that I'd kill every single person on this planet if you were taken from me. That is true, and you are human. Well, my sincerest apologies for the semantics, but I think I've earned some leeway over the years. Huh? Come on, Angel. I promise I'm not mad. That other man was flirting with you. I'll clean all of this up, don't worry, but I really just want to feel you right now, so please Don't make me wait any longer. You are my muse, after all. You shouldn't just be... Running away? Very well, I can wait, my sweet. After all, I still do have most of this man's body. I was thinking of calling this piece Wrong Place, Wrong Time. Was thinking of taking some metal scraps and making it look like he got impaled by an abstract clock while reaching for a glass of ice water. What do you think, my inspiration? Splash of guts around the base to highlight the sheer senselessness of it all. He turns to look at you as you limp away from the wreckage of the exhibit, whispering his first word with the same inflection of a prayer. Gods. And there they are. My magnum opus. Come, 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 come here. Oh, my muse. Words fail to express how exquisite your skin feels against mine. Well, you've changed your hair a bit. I have to admit, I love it. Let me just get it out of the way of your beautiful face. And there you are, my darling. You know you look beautiful with that scared expression on you. I missed killing while thinking of you, baby. I've missed you so wildly. I've missed you so wholeheartedly these last few years. Just kissing you again makes me so happy. Oh, the authorities will no doubt be here soon. This is a high court, even for me, but I think they'll appreciate my take on the Sistine Chapel, don't you, darling? Don't you worry. I've secured us a little place in Switzerland. Beautiful view, and very quiet. I can make my creations. You'll have an entire study for your work. It'll be just like how it was before I was arrested, baby. We can go back to living our lives happy, entangled with one another. You want that still, don't you? To wake up to a new gift each morning, to open our bedroom door to a new expression of my passion, another opportunity for me to whisper, I made this for you. I know they told you that I was a psychopath, especially after I killed those 4 children. A malicious, murderous serial killer, but you know, I love you, darling. You have since the moment we met. You've known that I've loved you. And just taking your palm and resting it to my chest like this, well, it's so glorious. You still melt even now. Oh, I think that's our cue, my love. Come. I can't wait to get our new home and, pick up right where we left off. He picks you up with that same smile that haunted you for years and turns towards the exit. I really missed you, baby doll. And I have a lot of new techniques to show you once we're home. Then again, a lot of volunteers just showed up. What do you think, my perfection? Shall I demonstrate my dedication to you here and now? As my masterpiece commands. You find yourself on a private jet. He sits beside you, calm as anything, flipping through a small but elegant menu. Baby. No need to be so jumpy, sweetheart. You're safe here with me. I promise. I want the lobster, if you'd please. I'm going to go change out of this suit. It's got quite a bit of glass in it. He stands, about to step past you, when he pauses and turns, resting his palm on either armrest around you. Easy. I'm just resting my hand on each armrest so I can lean down and look into those beautiful eyes. Here. Let me stroke the hair from your face. There you go. An attendant comes back after a bit, and you put in your order. He returns shortly after. Sitting back down, he adjusts, then pushes the armrest between the two of you and pulls up into his lap, lips hungrily on your neck. I'm back. Put in the order with the flight attendant? Good. Now come here. Easy, easy. Can't your boyfriend pull you close and nibble on your neck? It's been so long, and the attendant isn't going to care. After all, I paid them enough to turn a blind eye to anything I feel like doing. Not that I'd ever do anything, but like, if I ever wanted to tell you about some of my exploits, I couldn't say it in front of a law-abiding citizen. Oh, back to being all shy with me, huh? Goodness, you haven't been this bashful since your time in the hospital, I think. You really don't remember me at all, do you, baby? Baby, I'd been watching you a long time before you finally saw my passion. I'd known you even longer. Really listen to my voice when I make it slower, more tired, more hopeless. Recognize me? Good, baby. That's right, I was your surgeon when you were sick. You were in that hospital for months while I looked for an organ donor. I remember being so fucking miserable there. I was their best, and I still saw countless people die on that operating table. I look at their bodies and think, such a waste. Such a waste. And then I met you. I'd visit you every night after we hit it off. I was miserable, but seeing you, waiting there with a cup of coffee for me, I mean, you learned just how I liked it so fast. You have no idea how much you radiate the energy of an angel. Your presence sparkles like a glass of sweet champagne. Your humor never fails to make me smile. And being around you makes me feel like the skills I sank years into learning are actually worth something. Now I can take useless bodies and turn them into something worthwhile, something beautiful and dedicated to you. You know, you were meant to die that night. You flatlined while sleeping. I guess it's lucky I was watching you sleep. I was able to rush you into surgery. Your kidneys had begun to fail a lot faster than we expected. Then we hadn't found a willing donor. I had to think fast, baby. You hear his voice from the past, clarifying things that you never understood. Memories of panic and garbled shouts. No. No, no, no! Oh, God, I'm not losing you. Charles, double check the register. I knew you checked it. Check it again. No, no, sweetie. Especially knowing I was going to ask you out that very night. Don't tell me I'm being hysteric, Charles. You don't understand. You're a type O, aren't you, Charles? Yeah. Forgive me, old friend. Hold on, my sweet. Hold on, my sweet. I love you. I have a fresh kidney for you. Not the most convenient way of conducting surgery, but screw it. Does it awaken something primal in me? Gods, are you a beautiful masterpiece? That's right. I killed for you, without a second thought, and you made me realize what my calling was that night. Once you were resting comfortably, I kissed your forehead and the prettiest spots of your blood spread across your skin. You made me realize that the human body had more to offer than mysteries, as much as I'd study science behind them all. Being able to finger paint and be silly, so to speak, has been the happiest moment of my life. Well, of course, I still wanted to ask you out, but I had to leave, baby. I'd killed someone after all. Fortunately for me, being a surgeon of my caliber pays a lot, and I prefer to live modestly so I have more than enough money to get out of most kinds of trouble, but it makes you feel warmer. Coming to spy on you was the first thing I did once that heat died down. I knew I had to make something truly beautiful to woo you properly. And well, that's where our games began. He pulls you into his lap, practically purring in your ear. My baby, so understanding, so kind, not viewing me like I'm some demented freak. For recycling efficiently. I take dead parts, I make art. I take living parts from bad people, I make art, and the world keeps on spinning, and the world is much better for it. Oh, sweetie, I know how much you care about recycling and the environment. I mean, you inspired me in the first place. Oh, come here, sweetheart. Let me give my magnum opus a kiss. Mm, mm, mm. Sorry, it's been 3 years, and I've missed our intimacy. Huh? Oh, thank you, Courtney. Oh, we'd like to be left alone for the rest of the evening, if you'd please. We'll be retiring to the bedroom shortly. Yes, I do think the privacy screen will be necessary, thank you. He walks you into what you presume is your new home, hands gently over your eyes. Welcome home, sweetheart. Let me get the lights and, oh. You open your eyes and blink a few times, coming face to face with what is nothing short of glorious. A beautiful home. 7 bedrooms. Built-in jacuzzi, your own library, I hand-painted each shelf with those designs you love so much. You can spend all the time you want decorating it exactly how you like. As you stand in awe, his hands rest on either side of your shoulders. Nah, it's just me, sweetheart. Just me rubbing your shoulders. Come now. You opened so beautifully for me on the trip here. Why the sudden shyness? Oh, that's right. I forgot how excited you tend to get when you feel like you're in danger. Just me gently rubbing your shoulders and twirling a lock of your lovely hair with one finger. Does that scare you? Are you scared of me, darling? They really did brainwash you terribly out there. Didn't they, my poor baby doll? So smart but so unsure of themselves, always looking around for validation or assurance that you're on the right path. No self-confidence, but you're overthinking things, darling. All you need to focus on is what's right in front of you. What feels good. Doesn't this feel good? Standing in the arms of the man that adores you in a beautiful mansion he bought for you. Able to do anything you want. Baby, I'm not gaslighting you. Think about it. I've never harmed you. I've respected your boundaries, and I was an loving, considerate man who will never stray from you. Be frank, the idea of even beginning to think of someone else would be shocking. Like, I am with you. I am with you for the days of bad, for the times of horror, and for the day I die. The thought of not being with you is disgusting to me, but you know me, everything about me, darling. My letters from prison with all of those little drawings you said they made you feel less lonely while I was away. Take my hand, baby doll. He turns you around and wraps a wrist around your waist, taking your hand in his. Music on, please. There we go. Do you remember when I taught you to dance, my darling? Do you remember? He leads you into a slow practice waltz, the intensity of his eyes fixated you on the spot, his piercing purple eyes. You're blushing, darling. Cute. It's almost like our early days, huh? When we danced together in the moonlight, and the pale blue sky shined on us, and I held you in my arms, and we would just spend the entire night dancing the night away together. You were so resistant to me, spoiling at you at first. What? Financial abuse? Now, what sort of nonsense have those physicists and psychs been filling your head with? I paid your tuition because I wanted to. I funded your trips for work because I wanted to. I've never wanted you to feel obligated or trapped. I've never stopped you from getting a job, and you still have joint ownership of my bank account. You're questioning yourself now. Darling, I don't know what type of sick ideals those so-called private citizens decided to implant in your head. What they told you. But they were just trying to manipulate you. They were trying to twist and alter your mind so you wouldn't be happy. Are you happy now, darling, now that you have me back? Because I see it in your eyes, that fire, that spark, that obsession, that love you once had for me. I see it in your eyes. I understand what they tried to do to you. I understand they tried to brainwash you. I do. They tried to confuse me as well when I was in prison. Raven, you must understand that murder is never justified. You must understand that your name isn't Raven. Your name is... My name is Raven, Doctor. The only name that I care about. You may quote your little books and learnings at me all about psychology, but all you like, but neither of these things experience regret nor empathy, and I regret being forced from your side every fucking day. What? Oh. Am I crying? I'm sorry. I didn't mean to scare you. I'm not a monster. Not that kind, at least, but how rude of me to call those with mentally... What? Do forgive me, love. I live in constant fear. I know I'm wrong in many ways, but those same ways are things you admire about me, my precious. My care, my efficiency, my attention to detail, my mercy. The only time I've gone out of my way to make a death slow and painful was during my prison break. Why then? Why then? Because those guards, they crossed the line, darling. They brought a cute little TV on a cute little stand so they could torture me. So I would have to watch you have your big moment and not be there. They deliberately told me that it was at a different date, then made lewd comments about you right in front of me. I'm not proud of exploding as I did, but it wasn't my fault. I mean, I didn't even know they were dead until I was washing the blood off of my hands in the warden's office with his mutilated corpse hanging from the rafters. But the warden was always a horrible man. Never did like him. Always munching on sunflower seeds and talking with his mouth full. Blah. Apologies. Work talk is inappropriate for our first night in our new home. You continue to dance in an odd suspense between warmth and comfort. An abject terror. Would you feel safer if I told you what you've always wanted to know, my angel? Yes, I do still have many phobias surrounding giving my name. My mother was very... My mother was very... What? Oh, sorry. True names have a terrible power. That's why I always went by a nickname. Even at work, if it has the power to rend me in twain, well then, you're the only one I want to have that power over me. I would do so in a heartbeat. I know I can seem distant, even a touch cold, but you make me happy. You keep me grounded and motivated. I'd be lost without you. And if I can't prove that with this act of vulnerability, then I shall kneel down on my own sword. Do you want to know my true name? So you may always calm your raven to your side as you see fit. Then I'll tell you. My name is Vincent. Now you know. Hold it near and dear to your heart, my love. Now, what do you say we go and cook some dinner and enjoy our new life together? In time, I know you'll choose the right path. You're alone with him once more. And at present, you aren't sure if that's a good thing or a bad thing. But what you know is, you can't get enough of him. And you love him, even if you don't want to admit it to yourself. Hello, everybody. My name is the Man of Culture. Thank you for watching this video. Please do make sure to comment, like, and subscribe. Remember, YouTube doesn't like me. And commenting and liking and subscribing help the algorithm decide to fight back. Also, please consider donating, as I am getting a new model and it is very pricey, and you know, I appreciate every single dollar. It all helps so much. And yeah, make sure to check out my Patreon, where I'm uploading deliciously spicy content to all of my lovely little viewers out there. And I want to give a big shout out to my lovely Tier 3 Patreon supporters. Thank you to ace.cries and Castiel. I wish you all the best. Have a great day, sweetheart.